UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Travellers' Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm happy to be out here covering our feature group's play this week. We're in for a very entertaining time as there seems to be a rivalry starting between these two players.
Well, he's the perfect mix, isn't he? He's an English gent with a killer glint in his eye. Good luck in this rivalry.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. Wonderful putt, and that puts some real pressure on their rival now. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
He's currently in a share of top spot. The second, a short par 4 playing up the hill, just 345 yards.
How aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take driver out and try and get it up to the front edge, or are you going to lay it back with a long iron? That are the two thoughts that players must face. Second shot into a minuscule green with a pot bunker on the left-hand side that could be the meanest one on the golf course.
Oh, good look at a birdie here. Was on a good line, and that should secure the par on this one. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently in 5th place.
Didn't quite get the approach close enough, so a long putt in front of them.
This is their look at birdie.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. The players will face themselves with their first legitimate test at TPC River Highlands, the par 4 third.
Dogleg from right to left. Just avoid those bunkers both right and left, and there's not a single one up there on that green. This green is fairly flat with runoffs on all sides of this green. It's a wonderful design.
Come on, get down. They're not a bad shot, that one. And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? A chance to save the par if he can make this one. That's frustrating. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard. Never a good sign.
This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. 1 stroke off the lead. Opting for the hybrid, I think. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. If that's the right pace, this should drop. That's disappointing. Par putt coming up here. That's pretty tidy. So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Going with a 3-wood here. Oh, this would be handy if we could bounce right. Second shot here on the 5th. Oh, yeah. What a shot that was. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only one back.
Terrific shot. Who could have thought you'd hole it? Let's catch up with the current proceedings. The sixth is the first of our par fives, and at 586 playing slightly downhill, Rich, players should be enticed to go for this green in two.
Most players in this field will be looking to knock it on in two. Tee shots want to favor the right-hand side to shorten up the hole ever so slightly. The second shot will be semi-blind, taking it over some bunkers and some mounds to a green that runs from right to left. Bunker front left and a runoff area over on the right-hand side. Shouldn't be too much of a bother for most of these players.
Wonderfully played. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. They get a little ground draw here. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Well, I like the look of this. Oh, just missed. An opportunity to make a par here. And as we move along, it's Tiger on top of the leaderboard. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Great shot. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Just a 4-footer remaining. And in it goes for the par. Just 2 shots back after that hole. I really like the 8th here at TPC River Highlands. A good par 3.
This is a strong par 3. Water shouldn't come into play as it's some 15 yards short of the green. However, there's runoff areas both right and left that could cause some issues for these players.
And that's how you roll the rock.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Is that what they had in mind?
Well, they wanted to hit the fade, and unfortunately, they didn't.
The 9th is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich. But recently, players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. That should find the surface. Oh, a 9-foot chance here.
Looking for another birdie here.
Oh, so close. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, a lovely position for this player, Rich. Tied for the lead as they make the turn.
Luke, so far, it's been entertaining watching these two go head-to-head. Not too sure exactly how this is going to play out, but so far, so good. Love watching these two compete.
Lining up from around 160 yards. He shares the lead. Going with the 8-iron here. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for first place. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. This looks good. He currently shares 4th position.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
And now over to Justin Rose.
He's 1 stroke behind his rival in this.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Oh, that was a tasty little morsel, wasn't it?
Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Rich, the 12th, the par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they are really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Job done. Let's head to the next. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently enjoying 1st place in this one. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich, but there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. Nice line. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He's in a share of 3rd place. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Lookout world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports, right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background, and I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that didn't go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, you know, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I could tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game and continues to be and will forever be.
Currently a couple under for the round.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The final par 3 at TPC River Highlands certainly brings a lot of elements into play.
Multiple tiers on this green. If you find the right tier, you have a good birdie opportunity. But if you hit a wayward shot, both right, left, long, or let's face it, short, you're in a bad spot.
Lining up the birdie putt here. That'll sting a bit. 6 feet remaining to the cup. Yeah, good job. Nice par. And now over to Justin Rose.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Super shot that.
Before this putt was hit, they looked their playing partner in the eye and gave a signal. That was mean, but fair.
Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
Around 110 yards to go. Currently a shot off the lead. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Looks good off the blade. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him to 3 under. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Well, that's a handy shot. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 190 yards. Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
A hole out from off this green here to win the tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, they've just won their first ever PGA Tour event. Rich, what do you think's going through their mind right now?
Nothing. They're confused about everything right now. I tell you, you win and you can't believe it just happened. You really just have no idea. You're shocked. It's a great feeling.
Well, Rich, you know just how excited this player is.
Players never forget their first ever PGA Tour win, nor will this player. Great job.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.